channel. In today's video we're talking about 20 products that can sit on your shelves pretty much indefinitely with the correct storage. So if you guys want to start prepping but you're not sure how long you're prepping for and you're scared about buying the products that might sit on your shelf and go out of date, then this video is for you. So let me take the camera around and we'll have a look. So guys, here we are. Let's start with the biggest thing here is tea. Tea can last indefinitely. All you have to do when you buy the big bag or any boxes of tea, just repackage them in a vacuum pack, put the oxygen absorber in there, and it will last indefinitely. Next thing we have, guys, is the baking soda. I've mentioned baking soda before. It's absolutely irreplaceable and it does last forever. It might start to get a little bit cakey, start to get clumpy, but there's absolutely no issue. You can break this up and still use it for whatever you're using it for. We have whiskey and vodkas. Basically any hard liquor that you can get will last indefinitely, and of course some of them will get better with age. Right, now we are talking about beans and peas. Basically anything. I have some split lentils, yellow lentils, green lentils, sorry. We've got the yellow split peas, you have pinto beans, you have white beans. So basically any beans that you get, again, so long as you repackage them in a vacuum bags with an oxygen absorber, they will sit on your shelf indefinitely. Right, we have rice. You probably already know this. Rice will last you forever. Again, it has to be white rice and not a brown rice. You can keep a normal rice without packaging it in a vacuum seal for a couple of years without issues at all. But for long storage, I normally vacuum seal mine in 1 kilo packets and then put them away in a cool, dark place, and it will keep forever. Next, we have a pearl barley. Again, this one has already been vacuum sealed. Again, any sort of grain, whole grain, will last indefinitely if it's properly stored. We're moving on to vinegars. I have the normal vinegar and I've got apple cider vinegar. Again, guys, vinegar lasts forever so long it's not been opened and it sits in a cool, dark place. I have had before the normal vinegar has been open and it's been sitting slightly in a warmer place and it's gone a little bit manky. So long as it's sitting in a cool place, you're absolutely fine. Apple cider vinegar is absolutely brilliant. This one, it's proper organic apple cider vinegar. You've got mother yeast in the bottom, which is what makes this vinegar really good for your health. Moving on to, guys, we have some peppercorns and pepper, and basically a lot of spices. Well, 99% of spices will keep indefinitely so long as you store them in airtight containers. Pepper, over the time, it might lose a little bit of a smell or a little bit of the taste. However, you will still understand and you still know when you use this as a seasoning that it is a pepper and it works really well. We have, again, we already know this, is pastas, guys. Pasta will last you indefinitely. As I mentioned again before, you can keep this in your cupboard, and I have done this before myself when I bought a huge lot on a sale. It sat in my cupboard for about 5 years without being repackaged in the vacuum bags. However, if you do worried and you want to sort of buy more and store it more, then just repackage it in a vacuum bag and it will keep you indefinitely. Oats, we have normal porridge oats. Again, this one's in the bag. I haven't vacuumed them, but I've got plenty already vacuumed with the oxygen absorber and they will last forever. Salts, right? A key to the seasonings, of course. You can have any salt, guys. Pink salt, iodized salt, any salt will last forever, and you don't really have to do anything with it. Just keep it in an airtight container and happy days. You don't need to repackage that. Right, we have soy sauce. Again, soy sauce lasts forever. This one is, look at that, best before 2019, and it's absolutely fine, especially if you have the unopened bottle. It will last you indefinitely. Right, we have a cocoa powder. Again, guys, if you're keeping it long term, all you have to do, take it out of the packet and repackage it, and happy days. This one already got foil seal bag on the inside, but it has been opened. But if you know it's got foil bit in and it's sealed, then you can keep it as it is. Okay. Next thing we have is maple syrup. It has to be 100% pure maple syrup, none of this diluted stuff because it will crystallize. We're moving on to a honey. Again, so long as it's organic and pure honey without any additives, then it will last you for ages. I am sorry guys, I am flicking through this because it's pretty much self-explanatory, but I just thought I'd give you the list of things. Right, freeze-dried coffee and coffee beans. Again, we had coffee that's sitting in our cupboard for ages. It might eventually become a bit less weaker in taste if the beans I'm talking about, if you don't repackage it. However, if you vacuum pack the beans, again, that will last forever. The same is applicable to a cappuccino powder or basically a milk powder. Needs to be vacuum packed so for it to keep for ages, but I haven't done that yet, but here we are. Right, next thing guys, we've got corn. I have a normal corn. I'm not gonna open that now, am I? Anyways, corn in there. This is for my short-term use, and then I have a corn that I vacuum sealed, and I regret for not buying loads more because it's now like literally gone up in price a lot. But again, you can grind this into the flour or you can make a popcorn out of that and it will last you indefinitely. Sugar, we covered sugar. Basically, you don't need to do anything with the sugar, it will just last forever anyway. It might get a little bit hard if it sits there for a little while, but that's not a problem, you can just break it up. I choose to store, when I put the sugar in my cupboard, I choose to just put a cling wrap around it, purely for the fact is that a lot of sugars, they just dribble sugar, and I really don't like that. It just creates a mess. So just wrap it up in the cling film, and it's keep your shelves tidy. And then last but not least, guys, it's a little bit of the copper, really. However, if you can afford to, then get some of those. I've showed them one of my videos before. It's basically all prepared package of food. The date on this is like February 2025. However, it will last a lot past that if you keep this in a cool place. It's already got like a heat thing inside it, so literally you don't need any heat source to eat that meal. You just open it up, you accelerate by air, and here we are. And they will sit there, I'm pretty sure, sit there indefinitely. So in a nutshell, guys, this is what we have, is our 20 items. So if you are worried about buying stuff and stockpiling certain things, if you buy any of these things and you store them correctly, they will last forever. So guys, here we are. So hopefully you found this video helpful. I really just wanted to get this out there because I know more and more people now wanting and choosing to prep for obviously what is to come. And I know many people worried in terms of sort of spending money and then potentially products going out of date. So I do hope you have found this helpful. If you did, don't forget to put thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.